Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to Date My Budget. My name is Nita and I'm on a journey to becoming a financial warrior, staying in the fight to stay debt free, giving myself financial options with the help of zero-based budgeting, the cash envelope system, and savings challenges. And today I'll be doing my first paycheck planning of 2024. Before I start, I wanted you guys to kind of see my whole process. I always find it easy to have a rough draft going. I list all my categories and what I estimate per paycheck. And so if you see here, my cash wallet pretty much stays the same. So I can go ahead and pre-fill this. I'm paid bi-weekly. On average, I have 2 paychecks and then magic months, the third. These I haven't got around to because this is what it kind of fluctuates. This is just a rough draft for 2 reasons. I'm going to create this page over because I wanted to get all months on one sheet and I missed the categories. But I'll be looking at this off to the side. I do this almost a month in advance. I write everything with the erasable pen and tweak it as I need to. When my paycheck comes, if it's more or less, I can go back and make changes. We have that. And I am still doing my 0 out challenge. This is going to be the 3rd time with this layout. So I was paid January 4th. On average, I always budget $9.80, but my paycheck came in at $11.23 and 82 cents. Definitely more with the holiday. We have that. That's going to be our starting number. We'll get into our bills. One of the reasons I came up with the name of my channel, Dating My Budget, is because it's like, when you're in the process of dating someone or you want their best intention and you want to give your best intention. And you set certain times to get to know this person, to meet them, to go out to dinner, see if it's a fit for you. And so that essentially is what we're doing when we are in our budget. You can't do it at the busiest time of your day, so you have to set out certain times. And I usually get up, I've always been an early morning person, so I get up, get ready for the day, get in my budget or my planner, or see what's going on financially and making sure things been paid like they were supposed to, leads me into my monthly bills. So those stay in the bank, and that's what SIB means. I am not concerned about the due dates. I have them on auto draft. Majority, I think with the exception of 2, they come out on the 3rd. By the 3rd, I make sure everything is paid. And in this category, I am a month ahead, so the money I'm stuffing in this budget is for February. January has been paid for the most part. I'm paid on the 3rd. The bills came out already. I was paid on the 4th and the bills came out on the 3rd. So for my bills, monthly, they're $380, giving it $180 per paycheck. And then I do keep a buffer. Last year I was giving it like between $10 and $20, but this year, $125. That's going to stay in the bank. HOA, that's an annual expense. Last year I set a goal of $650 and it was under $650. So I think I'm going to keep that same amount, and I have $100 already. So this is getting, and let me stop there for a moment and I can write this. So $382 for the first paycheck of the year. I have 26 coins for my 26 weeks of income. And I'm just going to flip this back over so I can see my numbers. This year, some things have changed. So for HOA, that is getting 23. I did miss this. These 2 stay in the bank. The rest are sinking funds. The eatery, which was AKA Meat Sweats, this is getting 50. I have it set up to where every 3 months we make a large meat order. $300 usually is enough, so we're sticking with that for this year. And then Secure Auto, which is car insurance, this is getting 80. And so hopefully this is my last time using my phone as a calculator. I did order one and it's supposed to be here next week. And so bills come up to $458, and we're going to subtract the $458 from $1123.82. And what's remaining is $665.82. And let me get you guys zoomed in a little bit better. Okay. So we're gonna bring what's left over to this leftover box here. Groceries. This month I am doing a no spend January, and for my no spends I like to bring in any gift cards that I have, and so I do have those ready and available. And I did want to bring that in up here to show, even though it's not actual cash, it's still a part of my spending. So gift cards, let me see, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 35, 24. This was 50. I did fill up for this first week of the year. And 20 bucks, 20, 60. So 95, 24. However, I'm not going to add that to this number. Keep them separate, but I'm going to add this here. So that's 1,075 and 24. Okay. Now back to our categories. Groceries, since I do the meat order weekly, I'm picking up things that we may have missed or that's on sale that week that we usually like to keep on hand. 20 bucks a week has been working for me, so I'm going to stick with that. That's 40 per paycheck. Card juice, I was giving it 60. If I stick to my plan up at half, I never spend the 30 bucks. So I'm taking $5 away and giving it 25 a week. So that's 50. Now home goods is pretty much anything to replenish paper plates, paper cups, those type things. I'm going to give that 15 because I am a couponer. Like a lot of household personal items are taken care of. It gives me the luxury to keep this category low. Dine out is 25. Now we usually don't dine out. It's just service has went below zero. The quality of food extremely down. And I know I get it. It's the economy, everybody got to cut back and all that. So since that's what's going on, it makes it easy for us to stay home and cook and prepare our favorite meals. There's still a few restaurants we, go to, and lately it's been places that we've never had and we have to venture out a bit further. No, it's all good. For us, the bonus is what we don't spend here and dine out, it goes to our travel fund. And Fam Jam is mostly for the kids, things they may need weekly. If I'm out and they need something, I got it. Next is beauty. That is going to get 15. And usually we use this for the hair mask the powders that we like to use, and it's like a hair cream. Everybody have coils, and so yeah. At one point in time, it was just me and my daughter. Now my son's trying to grow his hair. He's definitely getting into feeling himself and, his look. So moving on to miscellaneous. I call it miscellaneous because it's from a mixture of things. This is going to get $5. A new category is Ragnar, which is my boyfriend. For the times when he wants me to pick up something sweet for him, have it, because the majority of the time, I kid you not, the $20 that I allocate weekly, it's already planned down and spent. By the time the new sale comes out at the grocery store, yeah, I don't have extra money to be buying no sweet treats. So I'm going to start making sure I have some money for him. Then hang time is getting nothing, and kindness / donations is getting nothing as paycheck. We have here, that's 175 for the wallet. So 175 minus, let's do this, 665.82 minus 175. So that's 490. We're rolling over to the next category. These gift cards, we're going to use $40 for groceries, $50 for gas. Then all I had was a $20 gift card for home goods. No, for sure I'm going to be using this because we're almost out of spoons and forks. I will be making a trip to Target for sure to get that. And I am keeping this here. So that is ready to go. And you know what? Let me put on here. Let me get another color. 35.24, and then home goods is 20. Now we get into the sinking funds. One thing I wanted to mention to you guys is I've heard as I heard it 5 times in 2023, that I need to remember to remind you guys or inform you guys that zero-based budgeting is not bringing your account to zero. That is not what it means. That is not what, in any definition that I've came across or understood, that says zero out budgeting means bring your account to zero. I heard a couple different budgeters say that they don't do zero-based budgeting because they don't like to bring the account to zero. So that's why I'm saying that. You're not in the habit or you're new to budgeting, it can be stressful. Then to hear that zero-based budgeting is bringing your account to zero, that'll push people away from budgeting, 1, and then 2, zero-based budgeting. Zero-based budgeting is just you assigning every dollar a job or to a category. You know where you're going. You set intentions for your money. That's all it is. So if that means you take all your cash out the bank, that's up to you. But you absolutely do not have to. I don't. Last year, I didn't in the beginning. I never brought my account to zero. Always had the zero out challenge. So, and I've quickly got a month ahead. There was always money there. Pretty much I had a buffer. So it was a low buffer, but you design your money how you want it to go. I just wanted to say that. And I'll probably say it again when the next time I do a budget with me. Being intentional is not negative. Zero-based budgeting is not a negative. Hopefully that clears something up for somebody in case you got a bad vibe about zero-based budgeting. With any type of budgeting system, that's what you're doing. Even if you're doing percentages, you're assigning money to be intentional with your money. Having a budget is not you restricting you from spending. It's knowing what you have to spend. So you're not overspending when you don't need to. Or if you do, you have hopefully somewhere in your budget to where it can cover that overspending. But the whole point of budgeting is to control yourself, only spend what you allowed that category to have. That's all we doing. That's it. My sister decided that she wanted to start budgeting for 2024. I'm creating a challenge for her. I'm going to do the challenge with her, and I'll share that with you guys later. She was jokingly saying that, you know what, I'm going to, for my groceries, I'm going to do $100. It's a family of 5. I was like, well, where you going to do that at? That ain't going to work. But that's how some people start off budgeting. They set their budget to what they want to spend, not to reality. So I just gave her, I told her, I was like, well, find your number, start with per person $50 and start with that. And then you decrease it or increase it depending on how it goes. But, it is way better to have a realistic number or a realistic goal. You can hear when people talking about it, and when they realize that that's what they feel, they set the budget too low and find themselves overspending. So I had to get back with the program and just accordingly. So I was like, don't even put yourself in that category or fall victim to that, because that's depending on the type of person you are. Could be you'll blame the system. Oh, that don't work and this and that, and then give it that negative. That's not fair, and that's not true. You create your budget. You create your number, and you create your category. So if you don't make them fit your life, it's not going to work for you. So that's you not working for yourself, not the system. So not to get in the blame game, but it's us. You're not helping your problem, or you're not helping your spending. You're not even system in to help aid you the best way it can if you shoot too low. Just wanted to mention that. I'm so glad that my boyfriend, my sister, they're getting into it. Listen, I want you to win, so do it. But moving on to the sinking funds. Wellness is my supplements, and this year I'm going to be using this category to cover any copays, and this is going to get 30. School aid is back to school for the kids, and this is getting 40. Most of these categories have a goal. And I take that goal number divided by 24. Although I get 26 paychecks a year, those 2 magic months, let me say it like this. I like to have that money free to be for real free paychecks. And I put it wherever is needed or I want to. That's why my goals are always divided by 24. Christmas, I am using this scratch off that I created. This is just a rough draft. I always like to say that, so you guys, when you go onto my site, Etsy shop, it looks different. For this, I did scratch off the 55 off camera, and I'm gonna go ahead and scratch off the next one for the next paycheck, so I know what I need. And I think I'm gonna finish this row here. Ooh, 25. Hopefully that wasn't too shaky. So 25 for the next paycheck. I think I'll just put this right here. So 55 for this pay period. Fight night, I gave this $10. Sick days is getting 35. Birthdays, gift celebrations is getting 21. Card defense is getting 53. And I'm going to be tracking the 52-week challenge. It is funded. I'm doing 2 numbers per paycheck. I'm doing 1 and 52. So that's how I got the 53. Home defense is getting 21. Home decor is getting 10. And so new car is a new category, and I wanted to make sure I list it, but it's not getting anything this paycheck. So let's get this added up. So this came up to 275. So 275 from 490, 82 is left over with 215.82. We skip over extra. Bank of Nita. This is like my loan to my sinking funds, and I'm doing $1 per day to get this funded. So every paycheck between 15 or 16 bucks. And this paycheck, I think I'm doing 15, but I thought I said 16. But we'll see. I guess if I'm $1 short, increase this to 16. Happy 1K challenge. This challenge is double-sided, 1K on one side, 500 on the other, for a total of 1,500. And this will be year 3 of me using this. I've never completed the 1,000 side. Well, I'm going to use this fund this year's 1,000 emergency fund. Decided that every year at the beginning of the year, immediately I'll start saving $1,000 for emergency fund for that current year. All possible, not interrupt the emergency funds. If that makes sense to you guys. So it's like immediately something happens, I have 1,000 that I allocated out of this year's budget for any expenses for that year. It's unplanned or planned. If it's more than 1,000, then yeah, I have the others I can tap into, or my rainy day fund. I don't use it. Most likely will go to split across rainy day, emergency, car emergency. For this challenge, I'm going to give it $150. I do see I missed a category. So let me write this on here. This is a new one. Oh, I missed 2 categories. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. I missed 2 categories. So the purge, this is a new sinking fund. And then on here for bills, I forgot Amazon. Oh, let me get it together. Amazon is going to get 12. So that's going to change all these numbers. Dang it. Usually I have it like from my wallet to the next binder to the next binder. I save space to total those up. And so that's another reason why I need to redo this, as well as add the, all the months. I'm going to have to finagle my writing so everything can fit. And so it's a smooth planning for me. But, yeah. So I knew I was going to run into some issue because, for one, it's new categories and I didn't add it up beforehand. So our new balance for bills is $470. So $470 from 12/23. That is $653. So 653, and then 653 minus 175. Okay. So it still look like it's off. Let me keep rolling. Out gets the $3.82 that I keep in a bank. I just transferred to another checking account. I did open a new bank account. Every financial institution that I have, I've opened when they had a bonus, the extra money, and I've applied it to, well, when I was getting debt free, they went to debt. That's just another reminder for you guys to, when you see those, and maybe you want to switch banks or maybe your emergency funds, wait till you find one that's having promotion going on. So that's, extra cash for you, budget. And that one, bonus was like $375. You said all that to say that this $382 is going to be going to that checking account. So the purge is getting $10. And this for my end of the year, organizing and just sing. So this right here, I don't think it will equal 203. But let's see, 150, 15, 10, and 382. That's 178. 82 minus 203.82. So $25. Let me figure out who I forgot. So I did not forget a category, but just $25 that I did not into the budget. I'm gonna give it to my Happy 1K challenge. It'll be 75. Should equal, we'll do this. We'll do the math this way. 382 minus 15 minus 175. 82. Oops, I did plus. So yeah, that leaves us with 0. Oh, 0 for the leftover. But it did total the 203 that we came in with. That is my budget for this first paycheck. The end of my no spend, the cash that I didn't spend, we'll focus on these 3 categories. I don't plan on spending from the others, but dine out goes to travel. Fam Jam has a backup envelope. Beauty has a backup envelope. So I guess I'll just focus on whatever cash I don't spend in these categories. Hold that to this challenge, the Happy 1K, to get it funded. Well, that's how I'm trying to tackle this and get it done. If I could get it done in 2 months, $1,000 saved in 2 months, then great. By the end of April, I want to have this complete. You guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. I'm headed to Cash from the bank, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.